These tools are kind of saving my life. Hi, I'm Faraz, and well, life gave me some lemons, and by using these tools, I'm able to improve the quality of my life. First of all, I have Gboard or Google's keyboard. This application makes me able to voice type and I use it whenever I want to message, I want to search something online, or I want to comment something somewhere. I use it for both English and Persian, and I'm sure it supports lots of other languages as well. Also, it works for symbols as well. You gotta just simply tell the symbol's name, just question mark, open parentheses, and so on, and it types those symbols out. However, I haven't been able to use the symbols function on Persian, but it gets the job done and it's really a useful tool. Second is Edge browser. Before Edge browser, I was using Chrome or Firefox, and an extension or an add-on named Priceless, which made me able to listen to websites. However, later on I found out about Edge browser by Microsoft, and it had this read aloud ability built in, and it not only worked in English, but it also read Persian websites. I'm also sure it supports other languages as well. However, at the time, Edge browser was the only one with this capability, and that's why I stuck with it. The next thing I want to talk about is not an application, but maybe a way of living. And well, I listened to an old advice in order to improve my brain functions and capabilities because, well, when it comes to my disease, and I'm sure lots of other diseases, as well as just simply aging, your mental functions might slow down and you might have lesser mental capabilities than before. In order to fight with that, I decided to listen to an old advice and read books in order to improve the mental capabilities that I have. Although in my case, I'll listen to them because I wasn't able to read any books. And in order to listen to audiobooks, I used a very famous website and an application named LibriVox, and all of the books on LibriVox are in public domain and are read by some volunteers. You could use it for lots of great classics, and also I was able to research a book's name on YouTube, and actually the first time I did this I was surprised by the number of different channels and videos which were specifically allocated for reading a book, and it was really great. Also, I found out that you can find audiobooks on Telegram. And well, for example, I found out a channel for blind people which had lots of great books, audiobooks there as well. And I'm sure that for each language, you can find communities that share audiobooks. Although the thing is, the community for the blinds had lots of great audiobooks, however, they were read by visually impaired people. So therefore, the speed of the audiobook was way too low. So I used another application named Music Speed Changer, and maybe by increasing the play speed by 17% or something, you could listen to the audiobook with normal speed. Apart from those, I also found out that maybe I can search for a free PDF or EPUB version, and by using a couple of applications, I could turn those books into audiobooks as well. One of them was e-reader Prestigio, the other one Librera, and also sometimes I opened the books via Edge browser and used its read aloud function in order to listen to these books and have an audiobook of my own. I used all three of them in order to figure out which one works best with the book that I have, and I chose between the three in order to listen to the book I wanted. While we're at the topic of brain functions and keeping your mental abilities and staying sharp, I also decided to use another old advice, and I have actually experienced with this advice that by learning new things, you would be able to improve your mental capabilities. And seeing a TED Talk by someone, the first name Laura, I assume. I'm not sure about the last name though, but the videos or the TED Talks title was How Languages We Speak Shape the Way We Think, and that led me towards the path of learning a new language. I decided to learn the new language by an application that is a well-known application and used worldwide by lots of people. I mean, Duolingo. I'm sure that so many people are already using it. And I was using it on my phone. However, my vision got worse, so I had to see it on a bigger screen. That's when I found this Android emulator named BlueStacks on my Windows, and I'm sure it works for Mac as well. And I used it in order to install Duolingo, some other utility applications, my TED applications or crypto wallet, or some others applications as well, and I was able to use them on Windows. The next tool I'm using is something that is taking the world maybe, and whenever you look at social media, there are lots of posts devoted to it, and I'm talking about AI, and we're going to hear a lot about AI and its capability in order to help people with accessibility. And for this video, for example, I used ChatGPT's free version as well as Gemini, the AI by Google, and I used them in order to create my logo here, or my thumbnail for this video, or writing the description for it. I also use some simple tools and techniques with the tools we already have right now, and one of them is Google. You can just simply say a word, then type meaning explained, and Google finds out about the meaning of the word and actually reads aloud the meaning of it. You could also find synonyms for that word maybe. I also sometimes use it in order for me to do some simple calculations. And so overall, this is how I'm making lemonade with the lemons life gave me. And I hope that this video was useful enough. And till next time, Bedrood.